From impossible aces to the most incredible shots ever, here are 1 in a trillion Valorant moments. Our first clip of the day is a crazy pre-aim sheriff shot, and it's really satisfying to look at.
1 enemy remaining.
That's some hella collateral damage right there. It's almost unbelievable. What were the enemies even thinking, having 4 of them peek the same common angle like that? When we watch pros destroy each other in tournaments, we're all looking for the craziest clips that will leave our jaws a-hanging. This time, pro player Artist delivered one of the craziest clutches of all time. This entire match was insane on its own, with DRX making an impossible comeback from a 4-12 score against Furia. But this 1v3 clutch on overtime had everyone on the edge of their seats.
Prowler, not a problem just yet. Another.
No way! Oh my God, John! The man can do no wrong! One of the greats!
Some moments are naturally meant to be for montages, with everything falling into place and even the music unintentionally syncing. This has to be one of the most satisfying aces ever. Raze's ultimate is incredibly notorious, and for good reason. This clip will show you what is so terrifying about it, making this one of the fastest aces in Valorant history.
Oh, let's not go B.
Freaking robot, dude.
You can kill it.
You know, when you're playing on the highest level of play, sometimes you gotta keep going even after you've already won. There's nothing wrong with asserting your dominance every once in a while. In this match between pro teams The Guard and Luminosity Gaming, Trent decided to give his all even after the round ended and gave us a clip that will go down in history.
Down to the last second. It's not gonna go down. It's not gonna go down. Time is over.
Oh, it's Trent! Oh my Trent!
On one occasion in the Valorant Championship Tournament, the biggest Valorant tournament there is, what is considered to be the best ace in all of Valorant esports history took place.
Spammy is coming through.
Quick turn! Oh boy!
Oh my God!
What? Who even needs teammates when you can just destroy the enemies like this? That's some amazing spray transfer right there. Brimstone's ultimate is loud, proud, and powerful. Also incredibly easy to avoid on its own. That's why most people tend to use some form of utility to keep people trapped in its range. It'll only get at most 1 or 2 kills. There are some instances, however, when the stars align and something like this happens.
What the hell? What the hell? Oh my God.
Astra's kit is diverse, but her most often used mechanics are simply her smokes and recall smokes because of how situational her other 2 abilities can be. Just like Brimstone's ultimate, you really need to get extremely lucky to be able to get full usage out of your abilities on your own. When that time comes though, it can be quite the spectacle to behold.
Pulling the coat. 1 enemy remaining. Ace.
I did tell you not to. Oh my God!
Scream is considered to be one of the best players in all of Valorant, and for good reasons. In this clip, he gave us one of the most unbelievable flicks ever caught on camera.
You disappoint me.
I guess that's just what happens when you spend too much time on aim labs. Scream just can't be beat, man. Now, when it comes to Raze's abilities, the boom bot isn't really talked about much. It's fair, honestly, considering how it deals less damage than her grenade and it can be shot and taken down really easily. It's almost exclusively used for scouting at this point, so it can be really surprising when it actually manages to kill someone, much less 5 whole people. Of course, we can't go talking about Raze's ultimate and her boom bot without discussing her signature grenade. It has been the subject of many viral clips, especially when you can throw it pretty far into close spaces and kill people even when they have full shields.
What the?
Ah, that's more like it. Leave it to Raze to get aces left and right without even shooting a single bullet. If I remember correctly, though, Riot mentioned that abilities don't kill. That didn't age well. And yet, despite all of that, some people are just built differently. Not only do they not care about the enemy Raze's ultimate, but they brave it like a champ and even manage to kill her before she even gets the chance to fire.
Fire in the hole!
Heaven, that's heaven. Nice shot.
What the
That is one hell of a flick, that's for sure. I would be so annoyed if I got shot in midair like that. Have you ever seen an entire team on Fracture go on the zipline only to be killed by one enemy on the opposite side? That sounds straight out of some skit video, so it can be hard to believe that this actually happened at an official tournament.
Pure silence. No way! No way! Like this! No way!
I'm sure we can all agree that being accused of hacking is the greatest compliment a gamer can ever receive when they're playing legitimately. It just boosts your ego when they think you're so good that it's unreal. This guy right here was accused of exactly that because of a shot that I'm pretty sure won't ever happen again.
Oh my god! Quit that! Quit that! Quit that!
Oh my god, he's walking.
Sorry.
I want him. I want him. Peek it, you son of a.
He's heaven. He's heaven. It's Mr. Peanut.
Hey! Okay, I'm just gonna let this clip speak for itself. This just goes to show that some people are just luckier than others.
One enemy remaining. Spike down.
I mean, the guy is just shooting randomly into A main, and he managed to get almost an ace. When I do that, I don't even land a single bullet. And then I get called bad at the game by a random 12-year-old. Some may consider the shorty to be the worst gun in the game, but did you know that someone managed to get an ace with it? With the shorty's strength at close range fights and some clever usage of Omen's skills, this player closed the gap for every gunfight and won every single one of them to take back a 1v5 round.
Calm, right? Oh my.
There's no way this is calm. No way.
Why? Nova, I think?
Yeah, no, it's the same team. Like,
Nova, Strix, and DR.
my. Please don't do it.
No way.
Imagine losing your full team in rifles to one man with a shotgun worth 150 credits. That's some pretty good eco, I would say. We've talked about shooting an enemy raise to avoid her ult, but have you ever heard of dodging it? Well, Nookie is here to show us how it's done in the higher league.
Out in practice, and Zeke has found another nukia. Is he the playmaker that gets G2 into this round again? Oh wow, just aerial movements. This guy's a gymnast.
The reaction time showcased here is insane. It goes to show just how much you need to hone your reflexes and in-game decision making to be able to even keep up in pro play. So we've already shown 2 clips proving how good of a player's Scream is, but at the end of the day, he's human like the rest of us, and he can make mistakes too. The worst part though, is that he made one in the middle of the biggest Valorant tournament there is.
Coming through on the other side, the ult through. This could actually be very dangerous. If Scream doesn't find him, he could just go back. He's gonna wait for him. This is brilliant from Victor. He's waiting to get that final kill, and I think Scream has made the realization. He's gonna knife him to get them their 5th round. Embarrassment for Scream.
Ooh, that's gotta hurt. Can we get an instant replay of that? This feels like one of those embarrassing moments you'd randomly remember in the middle of the night when you're trying to sleep. Actually, for Scream, it probably keeps him up at night. Look, we all know by now that we won't exactly find the best players in the game in Iron, but this is literally a whole other level.
Defusing.
Defusing again. I'm going from flank.
Sometimes we surprise ourselves with what we can do. This is an incredible flick that doesn't happen too often, and you know it's especially insane when the player herself didn't even know how she pulled it off.
Scanning ahead.
One enemy remaining.
What the hell was that?
I don't know. Don't ask me. I don't know what's it.